I will make 500K by next week. That is quite literally what I believe to be true when I started my first business like 5 years ago. I've watched so many YouTube videos and followed so many online business guys and gurus that I genuinely believe that if I just put in the work for a couple of days, maybe a month, that I'll make 1 million, 2 million by next year, right? I had all of these huge dreams and visions and ideas and expectations. And after having been in business for over 5 years now and having tried so many different things and having succeeded at certain things and having failed at a lot of things as well, I noticed that there is a slight difference and a very fine line between being motivated and having a vision that you're working towards and straight up being delusional. Because for a very long time in the past as well, I kept telling myself, especially after I started getting into personal development and understanding that you have to keep telling yourself something and, saying out affirmations out loud every single day into the mirror that I am rich, I am successful, and all of these things. But at some point, I realized that, I keep telling myself those things, but nothing is happening. And then I found myself in a very, very dark and difficult position, like situation, because naturally I started to question a lot of things. Because you have to keep in mind, right? I've been watching so many people every single day, like the whole YouTube online business space and whatnot. And it always seems so easy. And I also kept telling myself that it is easy and that I can in fact make it, but nothing changed, nothing happened. So after having found myself in this position, this continued for a very, very long time. Like I'm talking almost years at this point, right? For multiple years, at some point in the past, I just didn't know why. I just didn't know why I cannot make it. What is the main secret, the difference between me and other people that are making it so easily, where it seems so effortlessly? I just didn't understand it. And of course, at some point, I also found myself in a position where I thought, okay, maybe, just maybe, it's time to grow up a little bit, to become more mature, to forget about all of those affirmations and, telling yourself that you can make it and that everything is possible and whatnot. And that's what I did at some point. And then I also imagined, okay, now it has to change. Now it has to work out because now I'm mature, right? Now I'm more realistic. Now I'm in the real life. Now it has to work out. But guess what? It also didn't work out. And this was the worst thing because, then neither that or this worked out for me. So you can imagine how fucked up I felt in this position, in this point in time. And, a lot of time has passed since those moments and I grew up a lot. I matured a lot. I experienced a lot of things, a lot of ups and downs and failures and success stories, traveling, meeting people, talking to people, studying different projects and companies and whatnot. And there's one thing I realized. And one difference that I realized, which is I don't believe you are being delusional if you are telling yourself that you can make it and that you can make 1 mil by next month, for example, right? I strongly do believe that it is so fucking important to have this kind of mentality. Because in full honesty, having this mentality at some point in my life, in my past, also allowed me to achieve certain things, right? Because I believed. So I do believe, I strongly stand by that it is very important. Now, the difference between just having a very strong vision and mindset and just being very eager and disciplined while working towards this goal and straight up being delusional is the amount of work and effort you're putting in. If you tell yourself, or like if you keep telling yourself that you're a millionaire, that you are in fact successful, that there is nothing that you cannot achieve in this earth, like on this planet, but then you go to bed and you feel and you know deep down that you haven't given everything today, that you haven't given 100% or even 110%, because maybe you watched a few YouTube videos while taking a break, maybe you, I don't know, check TikTok, Instagram while having a break. If that is the case, then you are being delusional. That's truly and strongly what I believe. If that is the case, you are being delusional. However, if you keep telling yourself all of those affirmations and beliefs that you have, and you go to bed and you can tell yourself, yes, bro, today I gave 200%. I made sure to put in every single last reserve of energy and focus and commitment that I had within me. I made sure to put that into work today. I did it. I did everything I humanly possibly could have done. If that is the case, then you are not being delusional. Then I do believe that it's just a matter of time. And proof for that is also like my past, right? I've went through certain stages. It's just a matter of time. If you are literally putting in every single thing that you can every single day while keeping this vision, this big vision of yourself and of your dream reality in front of you, then it's just a matter of time. Truly. I do strongly believe that. And the problem is with that a lot of people have a very big vision. And because it is so big and so huge, they sometimes feel overwhelmed because it's just so fundamentally different compared to their current stage that it's just not tangible. Like they cannot imagine that to be actually true. And on top of that, it's very hard for them to believe that doing something as small as calling, I don't know, like 5 potential clients today, that this will actually bring them closer to their desired end goal. Because naturally, if you're telling yourself you want to make 10 million this year, then, okay, what can happen? What can change if I call like 5 people today, right? And that's not true, because those small things, as small as they may be, on a daily basis, they do stack up, right, over time. It's a matter of time. It's a marathon, not a sprint. You have to be willing to do the boring things over and over again for a long period of time without being attached to the outcome. Because if you do that, if you're strong enough and if you care about it enough, then you will make it. It's a matter of time. It's just a matter of time. So that is a very, very strong philosophy that I kind of live by, right? The difference between being delusional and actually making something happen. That's it. It's the work. It's the effort, the amount of effort that you're putting in every single day. So if you keep telling yourself that you're a multimillionaire, but you're not doing shit, or like you're doing 20%, then you have to be honest with yourself and just give 100%. Because if you do that, I can promise you that it's just a matter of time. Period. So yeah, that was just a random thought I wanted to share, because I think it's a very important one. It has been a very important one for me as well on my journey, and I genuinely hope and I do hope that it helped someone watching right now, even if it's only one person. So yeah, that being said, thank you so much for watching, and keep crushing it, and see you in the next one.